Welcome once again to Vegas Valley Treasures. My name is Kenneth. I am your host, your hand model, and the crazy Vegas Valley treasure hunter, self-proclaimed, of course. What that means is I like to buy pretty things and bring them home, and that gets me into trouble because I have lots of pretty things at home that need to find new homes. It's getting kind of full over here. The good thing about doing what I do is I get to make decisions on what kind of videos I want to make, and today I decided let's attack this little sad bracelet, and it is truly a sad bracelet. It's a pretty piece. I mean, it's got a very nicely carved, I gather this is a piece of mother of pearl or shell itself, same difference really, with these strands of beads dangling from the top. But there's some give to these, but there's so much these strands have given up a long time ago. So I've got two choices. I can take it off and harvest it for another project, and there's plenty of beads here, or I can restring it and remake this bracelet the way it is. And the way that it's currently attached, it's going through holes in the back to the beads up front. And yes, it could be done, but I still think that these beads would make a much nicer either bracelet or necklace, including the ones on top, and we can use the carved shell at a later date. We'll figure that out. But I think that's the way I want to approach this. So we'll get a nice little container and let's harvest some beads. And I know somebody out there is going to say, but this is such a pretty piece. Why are you doing this? And I'll say, because it's my pretty piece, and although I probably could make it work again, I don't really want to. I would rather harvest the beads and remake a necklace out of it. And there they go. We got the ones from the top that fell off already. Pieces out of this, but we'll see how it runs. What do we got over here? We've got this strand. We're just going to empty out nicely now. We've untangled it. And let's see what else. Still got this strand right here. Very good. And let's take everything off the top of the shell. I'm betting that there's a nice way to strand this up on a necklace. Maybe just put it through the two top pieces there. We can make a separate necklace out of that. Except then, how do I explain all the little holes in the tortoise? But I mean, it could be just the design. Why should anything be easy, right? I'm trying to do this without clipping the strands again, but I don't think that's going to work very well. Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, we already know these strands are no good. Why am I bothering trying to preserve them? And let's see. And we'll clip this here. The rest of the beads. Very good. This can all go the way of the dodo. Goodbye. Off to the garbage. Okay. What do you say we start with like a nice little beaded bracelet? And because these are white beads that are not perfect in color. There's like white and some little gray bits and all that. Why don't we stick one of these lovely snowflake charms on the bracelet when we're done? Sounds good. Okay. Let's grab some wire. Make a wire bracelet out of this. Okay, so let's plan this out a little bit. So we got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Let's go for 28. So that's 24, 28. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. And if we need more, we can always grab more. There's plenty more beads available. Now let's go for it. So when we're done beading up the 28 beads, we'll check it against my wrist size and see if we're close. See if we need more or less, and adjust accordingly. Now, is that the best way to measure it out? Well, in this case, I'm going to say yes. The reason that I'm saying that is because the beads themselves are not really uniform. There are some bigger beads, some smaller beads, and although an approximation of quantity of beads is probably good enough, in general, it's not necessarily going to be accurate as far as gauging the quantity of beads necessary to finish this bracelet. But if we eyeball it after we've put some of these onto our bracelet, we probably could get a good estimate on how many more or less that we need. Probably should bend this a little bit down so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. I know it's mystery beads coming on from too high of an altitude to be viewed. But here you can actually see what I'm doing. I can't wait to return my previous project to my friend and see what she has to say about it. Might be able to do a little bit more to make it even prettier and more functional, but until she sees it, I don't want it to corrupt it or put my stamp on it, as it were. Okay. That looks too small, but we'll double check. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 28 is including this bead right here. Okay, that's what I was curious about. Let's see. It looks a little small for my wrist, but for an average wrist, from a woman's perspective, this will probably work. Okay, so because of the size of the beads, I probably need to change the jump ring that's on here to something smaller so that it won't fit over the beads, and the beads will hold it in place relative to the center of the bracelet. So let's grab a little one here. Is this too big or no? Yeah, it's still too big. So we will go with the smallest one that I have here. Now I've got two choices. I can either open the existing jump ring and replace it, or I can add this as an additional ring on the jump ring and just thread through this, which which is what I want to do. So I'm just going to open up this one here. But before I do that, let me make sure that the smaller jump ring is completely closed. I hate having open and close small jump rings. I'd rather them be closed before I even start with them. Okay. The additional extension too will make it pop off of the bracelet. It won't just be a charm on the bracelet, it'll be sitting on and above it or below it, which is not exactly a bad thing for what we want. Okay, like that. Now let's just finish beading, and then we will get some additional jump rings and a lovely lobster claw, and we will finish the job. These are actually easy to bead. They're small beads, but they're not tiny, unlike the seed beads I was dealing with just previously. I hate seed beads, I really do. They're so annoying. Probably should have added some bling since I have it. But I still think this is going to look very nice because the snowflake design against these white beads is going to look very pretty. Let's see. See how nice that is? And it's nicely centered on the bracelet. That'll work. Okay, so let's grab some jump rings to make the end pieces. So we need 2 of these guys and 2 of the small ones. I said 2 of the small ones, not just 1. Okay, and we need one lovely lobster claw. The only thing I was thinking though, I know I used these on my previous piece. I think it would look cute to have a few of these on there. Maybe I'll add one on the end pieces. Sure, why not? So I'll have to add one once I clip the beads, or I should say clip the wire. Okay, so first things first, let's add one to this side. Where's the opening for this thing? There we are. Cool. And let's make sure that the tiny jump rings are closed properly. I don't know if you heard that click, but that was the wire folding in on itself. Telling me that it wasn't properly closed before, but now it is. Okay. Let's put this on the wire, give it a little bit of length, and start the twist. Okay. Let's grab my little pliers and finish the job on this side. Goal here being to actually just twist the excess wire around the existing wire and create a good solid close around the jump ring. twist here. Very good. And let's open up my larger jump ring, feed through my little lobster claw. Of course, if you're like me and sitting too far away from your project because you've got the microphone and the camera in between, you'll completely miss the opening to the jump ring and drop the jump ring on your workspace, or or in this case the lobster claw on the workspace. Make sure that's sealed. Very good. Okie dokie. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, so we need to cut this about here. Where's my pliers to cut? Not you, not you. There you are. Right about there. That looks good. And we'll get the rest of the wire out of my way. Now we need to add that one bead at the end, like we did on the other side. Awesome. And our little jump ring, and we'll fold over the wire and start our twist. Very good. Closure on this side. Still need to find a little piece of wire as an not wire, but a chain for an extender. We'll get that in a second. Okay, there's a little piece there. I want to get rid of that. A little too much wire. Thank you. Dispose of unwanted materials properly. Okay, so I need to twist that around a couple more times to get that end to be flush against the rest of the wire. That should do it. See, now the bead can flow over the twist. Okay, let's find me some chain for an extender. Nice. What about 5 links? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with 5 links. That sounds good. We don't want too much on a bracelet. So let's close it. A little more, please. Cool. Let's open up my jump ring. And we'll put the extender and the small jump ring on there. Close the jump ring. Good. And end result, we've got a pretty little snowflake bracelet. I like the way this turns out. This looks really cute with this snowflake. What do you think, folks? Let's put this on a jewelry card and get it out the door. garbage bracelet to nice sellable piece. Let me show you what this looks like by putting a black background behind it. Put the bust here, just so you can see what's going on. I guess next what we should do is make a choker like this. We certainly have enough beads, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Okie dokie. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you like what you're watching, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me if you do. If you want any pieces, if you need some jewelry, come visit my little shop on whatnot.com or the Whatnot app under the name Vegas Valley Treasures. Vegas Valley Treasures, one word. In the meantime, I am Kenneth. I am your host, your hand model, your jewelry creator for today, and the crazy Vegas Valley treasure hunter. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy your jewelry. Bye-bye.